Wheeler to Mannering, tape number 2, 20th of February 1966. I don't know what that recording sounds like on your tape recorder, John. It's all right on mine. Actually, it's the first one I've done yet. You can hear, if you listen carefully, the noise of dust in the background, dust off the record. There's also a certain motor wobble on it. I don't know whether it's from the tape recorder. I don't think so, because I haven't noticed on any other tape I've done. I think actually it's from the record player, which is it's a stereo record player, but it's one of these portable transistor things, even though it is plugged into the mains and doesn't work from a battery. There was something I wanted to add about the stereophonic record I just recorded for you. I think that channel 2 on my tape recorder plays treble, and channel 1 plays mixed treble and bass. I'd like to know if you can, if on your tape recorder you can play this sort of recording back, this stereophonic recording. I'm not quite sure whether you can or not. I don't know whether you've been able to play that last side, or rather all of side 2 on yours, whether you've been able to get the 2 tracks at the same time. I forgot to add on the little piece of paper that I included in the box with you that to make stereo recordings and to play them back, I put my loudspeaker switch at stereo, and to make a monaural recording I put it at either channel 1 or channel 2. I don't know whether you've got this speaker switch on yours. That's what's worrying me. Otherwise you probably won't be able to play them back. Or if your recording and playback heads are arranged in a different way, you might not be able to get both channels at the same time. When you make your next tape for me, can you let me know? And can you let me have a tape as quickly as possible? I'm just dying to hear a voice that I recognize. I don't communicate with my parents at all. I've got certain reasons for doing it. It's not because I hate them or anything like that. I'm still suffering terribly, dreadfully, from being booted out of Keele. When people come up to me and say, "Oh yes, Mr. Wheeler, you must have got a very good degree in England with the French that you speak," and I have to say, "Well, no, you know, actually I got the boot 5 times in succession." There is something else I'd like to know as well. Mary will probably know more about this than you, as she keeps in regular contact with people from Keele. What happened to Gay McInnes? And what happened to Mike Barr and Yogi and all the others? Well, in fact, all those who were in foundation year with me, they must have got their degrees last summer of '65. I wrote to Keele. I wrote to the Students' Association, I forgot what it was, and never got a reply from them. I should like to know how many of my year got degrees, how many got booted out, what happened to Mary Pat Short, and people like that. Funnily enough, one of the volunteers who came out this year is Tony May's best friend. He told me, actually, that Tony got chucked out of Keele the summer that I went back, which is rather a pity because Tony was a great chap. And the funny thing is that Paul, that is the volunteer who came out, and Tony May, and Mick Jagger, the leader of the Rolling Stones, were all together at the same school, and at the age of 16 they all appeared on television together. Paul ended up here in Madagascar. I don't know what the hell's happened to Tony May, and Mick Jagger's now the leader of the Rolling Stones, which just goes to show what odd sort of people end up at Keele. But so far in my university contacts out here and with France and again with England from here, I haven't come across anyone who was at Keele, or who knows even anyone who was at Keele. Not even any of the profs here. They don't know anybody in the French department at Keele. They don't know nothing. Either they're dead ignorant, or Keele just isn't sort of highly rated amongst the French. All this side of this tape will be made up of speech. So I think I'm going to stop the tape now and try and record one of the echoes. See if I can do it again. I've forgotten how to do it now. The trouble with this tape recorder is it's so complicated. It'll be another month before I know how to work it properly. Well, it's okay though for the moment. I don't make too many mistakes, you know. Don't wipe off too many of my precious